Did you know only one of the 7 wonders still stand today? The Great Pyramid of Giza was built more than 4,500 years ago for Egyptian pharaoh Khufu. At 481 feet, that's over 70 camels tall, it was the largest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. It's an incredible feat of engineering and determination. Even more amazing when you realize it was built without electricity, engines, or even the wheel. But the pyramids didn't always look like they do today. A layer of smooth white limestone covered the bricks you see today. This layer was picked over thousands of years to build other houses all over Egypt. Some materials were even looted, including the mummy of Khufu itself. Inside the pyramid are 3 chambers. The highest was the king's chamber, where Khufu's mummy was laid. It is thought that grave robbers stole him thousands of years ago. There is a tunnel said to be made by robbers 2,800 years ago. Lucky for us, it's now used as an entrance for visitors. The walls of the king's chamber are covered with granite, a material much stronger and more expensive than the limestone that makes up most of the pyramid. Before entering the chamber, there is a room called the antechamber. This room used to have 3 wooden gates known as a portcullis. You may have heard of that word because castles have them too. These would block people from entering the chamber. So how did grave robbers even get in? A gap above the gates meant looters could climb over the gates and force their way in. Even the Great Pyramid has faults. The Queen's Chamber lies below the King's Chamber, and despite the name, isn't meant for a queen as we originally thought. Although, we don't truly know what the chamber is there for. Many folks say it was once home to a life-size statue of Khufu. Another idea is that this is where Khufu wanted his mummy to lie, but later changed his mind. But all these theories are just guesses. Below that is a subterranean chamber. Unlike the 2 chambers above it, this chamber was dug from under the ground and was never finished. The walls and ground are messy, and there is a pit in the middle of the room, with dirt piled up all over the floor. There is also a small 1-meter corridor south of the room that seems to lead to nowhere. Like the Queen's Chamber, this may have been the first site where Khufu originally wanted to be buried. Most other people before him are usually buried underneath their pyramids to protect their bodies. Maybe Khufu should have stuck with his first plan. What's crazy is the Great Pyramid was ancient history, even while ancient Egypt was still around. Tutankhamun was born 1,200 years later, and Egypt fell under Cleopatra 2,500 years later. But even today, we are still finding new discoveries about this pyramid. In 2016, modern tech found a strange space behind the entrance. In 2019, it was confirmed to be a corridor that is at least 5 meters long. In 2017, the same tech found what is now called the Big Void. This void is above the Grand Gallery, measuring 30 meters wide. That's the size of a hockey pitch. We still don't know what's inside these spaces, but even now a team of dedicated scientists have been working hard to finally find the answers. It goes to show when you thought you saw everything, it's always good to keep looking. You'll never know what you could discover.